In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 14, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Kentucky versus Tennessee. Saturday's college basketball action starts off with an intense Southeastern Conference rivalry at noon when the Kentucky Wildcats take on the number 5 Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee is tied for the conference lead with Alabama at 4-0, while Kentucky is one of 4 teams at 1-3, 3 games off the lead. Kentucky is coming off a terrible 71-68 home loss to South Carolina, a game where Kentucky was favored by 20. Tennessee won at home over Vanderbilt 77-68, missing the cover as 17-point favorites. Tennessee won both matchups against Kentucky last season. Kentucky is 0-7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games following an against the spread loss. Tennessee is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning straight-up record. The over is 4-1 in Kentucky's last 5 games. The Volunteers have been doing a nice job on defense lately. They've given up fewer than 60 points in 4 of their last 5 games. Tennessee has scored pretty well themselves as well, with 77 or more points in 3 straight games. As for Kentucky, they probably should have beaten a mediocre South Carolina team in their last outing, but they haven't played too badly in general lately. Still, if Tennessee plays to their capabilities, I don't believe that the Wildcats will be able to keep up. This Kentucky team has issues, and they are going to have issues again here. The Wildcats' defense is a problem, and this is a Volunteers team that is averaging 75.5 points per game. Tennis is going to run up the score, and they will get the job done here. So the Tennessee Volunteers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Tennessee has the most efficient defense in the nation according to Ken Palm, and have been holding teams well below their average. Tennessee has held 3 out of 4 conference opponents under 60 points, including holding South Carolina to 42 on their home court. With all their strength and athleticism, Tennessee does not play at a fast tempo, ranking only 203rd in pace of play. The Volunteers run sets to get open looks for Vescovi and take the best available shot. Kentucky does not play fast either. Their tempo is ranked 286th in the nation. The noon start time can mess with players' rhythms as they are used to playing at night. All signs point to a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arkansas versus Vanderbilt. The Arkansas Razorbacks will be trying to snap their 2-game losing streak when they face the Vanderbilt Commodores on Saturday afternoon. The Razorbacks are coming off an 84-69 loss to Alabama as 1.5-point favorites. The Commodores are coming off a 77-68 loss to Tennessee as 16.5-point underdogs. Arkansas is 8-2 in its last 10 games against Vanderbilt. The Razorbacks are 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 road games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The Commodores are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 home games. The under is 5-0-1 in Razorbacks' last 6 overall. The over is 23-9-1 in Commodores' last 33 overall. The favorite is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. When looking at Ken Palm's adjusted efficiency margin, there is a huge difference, as Arkansas is 14th in the sport with a plus 20.16 rating thus far, while Vanderbilt is 97th in the country with a plus 6.93 rating up to this point. The ability to make some shots throughout the season is critical for obvious reasons, and there is a split. The Razorbacks are shooting an outstanding 47.2% from the floor, while the Commodores are connecting on a decent 43.3% from the field. Vanderbilt has lost 2 games in a row, but they have played well in those 2 losses against Missouri and Tennessee. Arkansas has lost 3 of their last 4 games and has failed to score 70 points in those 3 losses. Arkansas is the better offensive team in this matchup, and they are allowing fewer points against per game than Vanderbilt. So the Arkansas Razorbacks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Razorbacks are averaging 76 points per game and 75 points per game on the road. They averaged 84 points per game in their last 3 games against the Commodores. They play at a fast pace, averaging 73.6 possessions per game, but they're facing a team that is giving up 64 points per game at home, so expect them to be held under their average in this game. The Commodores are averaging 71 points per game and 71 points per game at home. They averaged 73 points per game in their last 3 games against the Razorbacks. They play at a slower pace, averaging 69.8 possessions per game, and they're facing a team that is giving up 69 points per game on the road, so don't expect them to score enough points to push the score past the total. Plus, the Commodores and Razorbacks played under the total in 7 of their last 10 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. LSU versus Alabama. The LSU Tigers and Alabama Crimson Tide are facing off on the hardwood Saturday at Coleman Coliseum. The Tigers, 1-3 in Southeastern Conference competition, have lost 3 consecutive games following Tuesday's loss to Florida. The Crimson Tide, 4-0 in Southeastern Conference play, picked up a momentous win at Arkansas in their last game. Alabama and Louisiana State split their matchups last season. The Tide holds an 84-53 series advantage over the Tigers. LSU is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 2-10 against the spread in their last 12 SATA games. The under is 4-1 in LSU's last 5 road games. Alabama is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games and 7-17-1 against the spread in their last 25 home games. The under is 3-1 in Alabama's last 5 games. The favorite is 20-8-1 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 29 head-to-head meetings. Alabama comes into this matchup playing very good basketball and is one of the best teams in the country. LSU has lost 3 games in a row and has only scored 56 points in each of their last 2 games. Alabama has won their last 3 games by 15, 26, and 22 points and is scoring 83 points per game. Alabama is playing at the 7th fastest average offensive possession length in the country according to Ken Palm and ranks 25th in total field goal attempt rate in transition per hoop math. LSU ranks in just the 3rd percentile in transition defense, so it's possible we see Alabama extend a lead in the open court. LSU's defense is also due for some opponent 3-point shooting regression, as their opponents are making just 27.5% of their threes this year, which is the 9th lowest rate in the country. Alabama ranks 30th in 3-point attempt rate and is currently making over 40% of their threes in Southeastern Conference play. On the other end, LSU's offense is struggling this season, ranking just 118th in Ken Palm's adjusted offensive efficiency. Alabama is currently the Southeastern Conference's best defense in conference games, so it will likely be a struggle for LSU to keep up with the Alabama offense. Despite the big number, the main reason for backing the Crimson Tide is that they should destroy LSU in transition. If Alabama can get the tempo to their liking, they should be able to pull far away. So the Alabama Crimson Tide to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. LSU has only played in 2 true road games this season. In its latest road matchup, it scored 56 points on 35% shooting from the field, leading to an under. LSU also scored 56 points against the Gators last game, leading to another under. 227th in the nation in tempo, the Tigers will struggle to keep pace with the high-tempo Tide, forcing them into poor shot selection. Second-chance buckets will be tough to come by against the nation's top rebounding team, and the Tide hold their opponents to 27.5% from 3. The under 10-5-1 in Tigers games this season is the play on this game's total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.